Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk, back another video day. And today, the NFL playoffs, 2024 playoffs, have been set. Let's get into it. Final game of the season, Lions-Vikings. I think it was a lot worse than everybody expected. Lions came out there to play, scored 34 points, had a great game. I think a lot of people expected the Lions to win, including me. But I didn't expect the Lions to win like that. It was a very bad game for the Vikings, and usually we see a great game to finish off the season. It's always been like that. I mean, so we've seen some great thrillers, in Week 18, final games of the season. That was not the case last night. Like Miami Buffalo last year was a great finish. The year before, the Detroit Lions we saw last night against the Packers was a great game. But it's not the case against not the case with the Lions and the Vikings last night. But that had a lot of playoff implications because what that did was clinch the Lions the 1 seed, and the Vikings clinched the 5 seed, and historically became a 14-3 team that is the 5 seed, and we'll go to the Rams next week. I don't know what the Rams were thinking. I know you don't Week 18, you don't want to risk your stars getting injury, like Matthew Stafford, who's had a lot of injuries these last couple of years. Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp both missed time early on this year. Kyren Williams has been terrific this year. You don't want to risk those guys getting hurt. But, and this is nothing against Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, because I think Jaden Daniels and the Commanders are a terrific team. But I think if I'm a team and I'm playing pretty well, I'd much rather play the Washington Commanders with a rookie quarterback in his first rookie game, having to go on the road in the playoffs, than a 14-3 Vikings team that this year has had a terrific defense and has one of the best wide receiver duos in football, with a great running back duo in Cam Akers and Aaron Jones, and a great tight end T.J. Hawkinson. I don't know. The Rams Vikings should be a good game. I just don't know. I think if I'm a team, I'd much rather face a rookie quarterback. I think the Commanders have a solid team, but outside of Jaden Daniels, you have Zach Ertz, you have Brian Robinson, and Terry McLaurin, but I don't think there's a bunch of other strong suits in this Commanders team outside of that. Like they have some solid defensive players, but Jaden Daniels has been a big part of their team. And that being a road playoff game, I don't know. I'm not saying the Rams would beat the Commanders, because I'd actually maybe lean towards the Commanders, but I think they have a much better shot against the Commanders than they do against the Vikings. But so yeah, that's one of the playoff matchups. So the Rams are the 3 seed, and the Rams are the 4 seed. They're going to be playing the Vikings. The Bucs are the 3 seed. They're going to be playing the Commanders. That's going to be a Week 1 rematch. Another Week 1 rematch. How about that? 2 Week 1 rematches in one playoff round. Packers versus Eagles. Jalen Hurts is still in concussion protocol. That should be an interesting thing. That will be really interesting. And the Packers just lost Christian Watson for the year. Jordan Love's banged up. If Jordan Love doesn't, if Jalen Hurts doesn't play, and Jordan Love's banged up, no Christian Watson, that game definitely might be a very boring game to watch. We'll see what happens with Jalen Hurts. We'll see what happens with Jordan Love. Obviously, we know what's happened with Christian Watson. He's out for the year. But that's the other NFC playoff matchup, and of course, the Lions are off, having the bye. Getting the AFC, of course, the Chiefs are off. 14. They finished the season 15-2, so obviously there's no need for them to play in the wild card, the 1 seed, just like the Lions are getting the week off. Bills clinched the 2 seed. Broncos are the 7 seed, so the Bills Broncos. This can be a tough match. That's a tough game for a rookie quarterback. Reminds me of Mac Jones in his rookie year. I don't know. I'm a little worried for Bo Nix, because look, we know what that Buffalo game did for Mac Jones, and I feel like that Buffalo game potentially really hurt Mac Jones's career, because like you saw, like what happened with Mac Jones after that. Like Mac Jones had a terrific rookie season, played some great football in his rookie season, and then after that, after his rookie season, plays a playoff game in Buffalo, gets absolute stomped on, plays terrible in Buffalo, absolute terrible in Buffalo. And then in the next couple years in New England, he starts to play bad, the point where they bench him multiple times. He gets traded for like a 6th-round pick the next year. So I'm not going to say it's going to be a downfall for Bo Nix, but we've seen what happened. We saw what happened last time a rookie quarterback in his rookie year had to go and play a playoff game in Buffalo. So if it doesn't go well for the Broncos on Saturday, and Bo Nix doesn't play too well in a tough crowd in the cold in Buffalo, I really hope it. I hope it doesn't go bad for him the next couple years like it did for Mac Jones. I know comparing Bo Nix with Mac Jones, but look, Mac Jones looked great in his rookie year, just like Bo Nix does. But yeah, but I think that should be a good game. Buffalo and Denver. Then the 6th seed, we got the Steelers and the Ravens. The little divisional matchup. I think that's the only divisional matchup. Yeah, it's the only divisional matchup. Is the Ravens and the Steelers, and I want to say that's the only possible divisional matchup. No, it's still possible that the Vikings and the Lions could play in the divisional round or the AFC or in the NFC Championship. But outside of that, I think that's the only possible. Oh, Denver. It's possible Denver and Kansas City could play if Denver beat Kansas City. But that's probably not going to happen. So there's a small chance that Pittsburgh and Baltimore could be the only divisional teams to play each other in the playoffs. Very possible that you could see it with the Lions and the Vikings. You could see it with the Packers playing either the Lions or Vikings, but I don't think the Packers will beat the Eagles. So, but yeah. Let me know your thoughts on the NFL 2024 playoffs bracket being set. This is a video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.